What's good, YouTube? It's Tasty. I'm back in the field, you know. And today's video, my last video, was that on this channel? I think the last video on this channel was day one of reselling. I think. Hold on. Let me fact check it. Yeah, last video on this channel was day one of reselling. This John, they want to resell it at 15. This John, I'm here to show y'all, like, this is day 2. Ooh, I'm showing y'all the update, basically. It's definitely not day 2. It's like day 100 or something. So I'm gonna show y'all my payouts. My recent order that I definitely just got to restock. I don't think I'm leaking the sauce though. I don't think I'm leaking the sauce until like later on. I'll get out my vendor later on. Not right now. Vendor kind of shaky, just a little bit. Vendor a little bit shaky. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, cool. So my first payout was $92. That was the first ever payout I received. That was on May 11th. And my first, you can call it $100. I had zero in my savings. I was popped. I can't lie. I was popped. My phone finna cry. Hold on, the child. Give me a second. Okay, so that same day, I guess I made a couple more sales. No, this was my earnings on the same day, May 11th. If y'all can see that, May 11th, I earned $117 for 6 sales. I don't think that's right. I'm giving y'all the timeline though. So on May 11th, I got my first payout. And my earnings was looking like $117-ish. That was $117 to $120. Let me go to the next one. Okay, here you go. It started getting a little crazy around. It started picking up around May 13th-ish. May 13th, $222. Yeah, $222. I was bumping YB. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get in that mode. I saw my big account start getting a little bit of cheese. So 7 sales, $222. And if my first payout was on May 11th, and I had jumped up another 100. I made $100 in 2 days. I made $100 in 2 days, and this is, hold on, let me get the time schedule, let me get the timeline again. So my first payout was $100. I got that on my account. Then I had $117 on the 13th. Alright, I'm not tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. First payout was on the 11th. No, after I did my payout, my earnings were still $117. So I made around $300-ish for the first month of reselling. So my first month of reselling, I made $310-ish, $300 and some change. Off of, let me see what I sold. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna see what I sold to make this $300. Let me show y'all. This is my store. This is everything that I have sold up till now. So back then, my first thing that I ever sold was these Kappa slides. These Kappa slides was $15. I was tripping. That was the Kappa slides that started it all. I felt the Kappa slides closet. I'm like, oh yeah, there's some money. I posted it and sold in like 30 minutes-ish, 30-ish minutes. Next thing I sold, it wasn't that. I think it was a Supreme beanie. Next thing I sold was this Supreme beanie for $50-ish. Boom, that's two things. That's already 60 on the low end, 70 on the high end. Profit. No, not profit. What's that word? Around $70. Around $70 in revenue. $70 in revenue. My profit was poop. Supreme beanie for $50 was crazy. My profit is poop. Until I found my vendor. Now that I have my vendor, my profit is going up in margins. I started with, I got a spreadsheet. Hold on, y'all. I got a spreadsheet. I had to back out the MacBook. Hold on. I gotta get to the spreadsheet real quick. So my profits for May was, oh my God, yo. My profits for May were $5.23. I was pop dookie. It was over. I made no bread. So the first thing I sold was the Kappa slides. That was negative $6.27 in profit. Jesus. That was negative like $30. Damn, I sold a hoodie too. I was taking loss after loss. Negative $5 here, negative $10 here, negative $3 here. Then I got a vendor. The vendor was crazy. I put all the money I made into three pairs of shoes? Yeah, 3 pairs of shoes. I put all the money I made into 3 pairs of shoes. That was 300, right? I said 300. 300 into 3 pairs of reps. It was 2 pairs of products and some, what was that, Jordans? No, I think it was the 2 pairs of products and some baseless. 2 pairs of products and baseless. The product was my money makers. So I got the products for $52.70. That was after shipment. That's final price. $50.70. I sold them for $105. $105. After tax, I sold them for $110. But they took $5 in shipping fees. No, not shipping fees. And selling fees. $5 in selling fees. That was my first pair of products that I sold. That's one. Second pair of shoes, I took a heavy loss on them. I only think in May I sold one of the new, what do you call it? I made $52.07 in profit in May for the first pairs of reps. That's when I realized, like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. What took me down to 5, I sold some Air Forces. It was $115. Y'all know Air Forces is $115 original price. I sold them for $31. It was some gray and white Air Forces. I wasn't gonna never wear them, so I was just trying to get my ratings coming through the app, so I could. It's a thing on Depop where it's top sellers. You get your bread as soon as they buy the product. That's what I was trying to get, but I didn't realize you had to make $1,000 every single month for 3 months straight. I didn't realize that. Yeah, now I realize that. I'm moving about it. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. So my original price for everything that I sold was $355.16. My status for all my orders were 9 out of 10. I completed 9 out of 10 orders. So the Air Forces, I think I ended up canceling them because I couldn't get to the what's it called? The post office. I couldn't get to the post office in time, so I had to cancel the order so my rating wouldn't go down. So it was a pretty, it was like, I would give that month an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 month. This was my first month reselling. To make $360 from my phone and computer, it was crazy. It was like a dream come true for real. So in June, I made some pretty decent moves. My vendor came through. I got 2 pairs of Balenciaga slides. For like $75-ish. I'm dropping real sauce. I'm tripping. I bought 2 pairs of slides, right? I sold the black ones. Yeah, I sold the black ones for $62.89. $62.89. The profit was still decent. The profit margin was $26.89. That was the profit on the slide. $26.89. So $26 was the difference between what I bought them for versus what I sold them for. Now I brought some cheetah print ones. I bought some cheetah print ones too. Those sold for $71. About 500 or so in, $500 or so in to this reselling. I did just get some more. I got some chrome hard hats. I got 2 chrome hard hats. They're ordered already. They should be shipped before June 23rd. They should be shipped before June 23rd. It's June 20th while I'm recording. It's 3 days. It's rolling in. I'll keep y'all updated. When it comes in, I'm gonna show y'all the whole process of me listing it onto the store, selling it, actually getting the seal, actually printing the label. I have to cut the label out because I don't have a shipping label printer and things of that nature, you know. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I'm starting Instagram so I can cut out the middleman, because I realized that Depop and OfferUp, no, it's OfferUp. No, Depop is taking a charge out of everything you make on their app. So I realized that they're literally paying to pay me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me cut the middleman out, make more money, make it a quicker transaction. Only downside is I gotta learn how to make my own shipping. So on today's episode of Whoops, I'm just joking. But today, to sum it all up, I made around $550-ish. Low end 500, high end 560. And I want to say a month and some change. From the computer is crazy though. 500 from the computer is crazy. So I'm grateful for every dollar I get from this. I'm just trying to expand and make a band a month. I'm trying to make $1,000 a month. That's not my cap goal. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe.